That's what you showing? The headlock sleep. Is that what you showing? You ain't show my you show the headlock.
Boxing pros have been sharing their thoughts on the fight itself, and Frank Martin seems to be very surprised by some of Gervonta Davis's most recent training footage. The much-awaited fight between the two is less than 10 days away, and the Paris training is beginning to wrap up. According to Premier Boxing Champions, Gervonta Davis will take on Frank Martin in a June 15 lightweight boxing title defense, as the two fighters prepare to enter the ring for their June 15th lightweight title fight at the MGM Grand Garden venue in Las Vegas. An argument broke out. This time, Gervonta Davis is back and more determined than ever, looking to dominate his opponents before they square off in the ring. Frank Martin, equally determined, is more than ready for the challenge ahead of him and has stated that he would bring the best version of himself to the fight against Gervonta Davis. With 27 knockouts, 29-year-old Davis has a perfect winning streak of 29-0. On April 22, 2023, he won his most recent fight by TKO in the 7th round over Ryan Garcia. Davis is presently ranked 2nd among lightweights and 7th overall in ESPN's pound-for-pound ranking. With 12 knockouts, the 29-year-old Martin has an 18-0 lifetime record. He defeated Adam Harutyunyan by unanimous decision in July of last year. Martin is ranked 6th among lightweights by ESPN. In addition to the main event, David Benavidez will compete against Alexander Gvozdyk for the WBC interim super middleweight title on the June 15 event, adding another thrilling match to the already exciting lineup. This fight will serve as the co-main event. Benavidez was Canelo Alvarez's main opponent and a former WBC super middleweight champion. Sensing that Canelo was preoccupied with the other battles and that he wouldn't be facing him in a Mexico vs Mexico match anytime soon, Benavidez shifted his attention to light heavyweight. The undefeated Benavidez faces a former WBC light heavyweight champion in Gvozdyk, currently on a 3-fight win streak. Davis vs Martin is available on Prime Video in the US. Prime Video is available for existing Prime customers and newcomers to the platform. Subscribers can choose from multiple membership plans, with discounts available for students. Davis Martin takes place at the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas, which can seat up to 16,800. Tickets start at $354 via StubHub. Prices then range from $400, $500, $600, $700, $800, $900, $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, $8,000, $11,000, $12,000, and $37,462. After over a year away from the ring following an emphatic win against Ryan Garcia while also dealing with legal issues, Gervonta Davis is back in action. Davis is a former super featherweight champion and the 2012 Golden Gloves champion. In 2019, the Baltimore-born fighter defeated Yuriorkis Gamboa to win the WBA regular lightweight belt. In 2023, Davis prevailed in 2 fights. His most recent fight was a lucrative matchup with Ryan Garcia in April. The 29-year-old defeated Garcia after taking multiple brutal body shots. After the Garcia victory, Davis, dubbed the face of boxing, handled a brawl outside the ring right away. He was in court in November 2020 about his alleged involvement in a hit-and-run incident. Davis was placed under house arrest for 90 days after entering a guilty plea to 4 traffic offenses. He did, however, serve the balance of his sentence in prison after breaking the conditions of his house arrest. Davis returns to boxing with the intention of carrying on where he left off. At the 2016 Golden Gloves, Martin won a gold medal, following an outstanding decision victory against Michael Rivera in 2022. He made a comeback and had Adam Harutyunyan kneel during their July 2023 fight. The Ghost is well above the WBA rankings, which Davis dominates. Looks like somebody is very confident, making his first attempt to become champion. Frank Martin expects a tough fight against fellow southpaw Gervonta "Tank" Davis. Nevertheless, the 29-year-old challenger says he's coming to win. I feel like this is one of those moments where all the hard work I put in is paying off, Frank Martin said at a media workout. He is very confident that with all the work he has been putting in leading up to the fight and all the work he has put in over the years, this just feels like a life-changing moment. He said, "This is my time to come out on top." Martin further added, "I just need to be composed, be calm and be who I am. I can't let any of the antics or crowd or the noise get in the way of me getting the victory." Martin expressed his confidence that he always feels like this is going to be a good fight. "We all know what Tank brings, but a lot of guys don't know what I bring. They know a little bit of it. but they don't know the full arsenal I have. He knows that Tank is explosive and fast. He's got it all, but on fight night, the world will see that Martin got it all too. So it's going to be two dogs in there locking up like pit bulls. The best man will win that night. Mark Martin's words. Martin has confidence and self-belief, and he further emphasizes it by saying, "I believe in myself, even if the world is against me. I know the work that I put in. I feel like I was born to do this. I feel it in my body. It's just time for me to show up and show out." He also expects Gervonta to come out and put his best foot forward. He's going to be him. Martin knows he's all the way locked in for him. I know he felt the energy from me, and he knows I'm coming to win. Meanwhile, Gervonta Davis had given his predictions against his match with Martin. It's not like Gervonta Davis is a very reserved boxer. Rather, he offers seeks out controversy, and even during their previous face-to-face encounter with Frank Martin, they nearly exchanged blows. However, with only a few days left before the battle, he increased the stakes by predicting that his next opponent would lose via cloud knockout. With a 29-0 victory and 27 knockout victories, Gervonta even had the luxury of sending Ryan Garcia to the mat with an impressive hook to the liver. Now he's being compared to Muhammad Ali, who correctly called the finish of most of his fights. Davis took to X in the last 2 hours and just wrote 9. Boxing fans soon realized that the fighter had alluded to the round in which he would knock Martin out. On April 22, 2023, Tank faced Ryan Garcia in what appeared to be his toughest test thus far. Garcia started more aggressively, but after Davis knocked him down in round 2, there was only one winner, with Tank delivering a beautifully timed body shot in round 7 to win by TKO. On January 14, 2017, a historic moment occurred in the career of Gervonta "Tank" Davis as he won the IBF Super Featherweight title, his first world title against Puerto Rican Jose Pedraza. Davis topped his opponent in round 7 by TKO. The American fighter began to dominate and landed a beautifully timed right hook, which sealed the win. In multiple interviews conducted before the fight, both competitors asserted that they would prevail via knockout. When asked a while back if he still stands by his statements, Martin didn't back down, saying, "Yeah, you know, Tank can end up getting knocked out." Martin believes that Tank is not immune to being knocked out. Thus, if he shows up acting strange, he will encounter something. Alternatively, he may search for it. Frank Martin is confident of winning this fight against Gervonta Davis. That would be a massive victory for Martin, and you can rule it out. Tank has been inactive and he's not fought anyone as polished as Martin during his career. Errol Spence Jr. predicted Martin would join the party and make Tank Davis and his management regret that they chose him for a voluntary defense. Ideally, the two should have conducted more interviews for the last month and hit it hard on social media to drive interest. As we saw when Ryan Garcia fought Tank Davis last year, Ryan did most of the work in building interest in the fight and had good numbers on PPV. Are you excited for this showdown? We'll see how Tank vs Martin does in their match on PBC pay-per-view via Prime Video at the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas. That's a wrap for now. We hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please show your support by liking, sharing and subscribing. See you in the next video. Goodbye.